All right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It's the day in the life of a U-Haul dealer. When you ain't got nothing on the schedule. But you still got opportunity, and this video, I guess, is mainly going to be about networking. Like I've been saying earlier, what's holding me back is not trying to conform and grow a business like other businesses, which it hurts me because I only have myself to work with, or like other contractors. And dealing with other contractors, quite honestly, it's a hit and miss. Like, you do get good people, you do get people that are just worthless. So it's kind of catch-22. Oh, just found $5. Somebody's just returned this truck. Oh, $5 in the corner. That's a bonus, especially right now. Times are tough. That's what this whole video is about. But back to it. I want to start networking, because with me not growing a business and trying to have employees, like I was saying, it's a hit and miss. You have people that are really good, then really bad, and the really good ones, their time is valuable. If they've been doing it a while, it's hard to collaborate with them. So it's the mindset of people. A lot of people, they don't really have the mindset of being their own boss, being an entrepreneur. They don't have that type of mindset. Their mindset is, the nicest way I can say it, and if this is not you, don't get offended, mediocre. People have a mediocre mindset, and they don't want to go above and beyond because, for whatever reason, and that kind of affects people's attitudes or work ethic or the outcome of a job. Or I don't know where I was going with this. So with that said, sorry, kind of losing my train of thought. I gotta focus driving through here. Hit this 26-foot truck. Yeah, it's why people don't really take chances or risk, is because they, hopefully, thank you, try to drive this right. All right, so got this gate I need to go through. I've been slowly building a reputation for myself, and good or bad, I've noticed it's up to your attitude, it's up to your work ethic on how much you achieve or how much success that you have. Can't wait for this guy to move out of the way, so I'm gonna back up. Hold on 1 second. Hey brother, I just gotta back up right there. Yeah, I just gotta back up to that right there. Just give me 1 second. So today dog's with me. That's Bucky. Come on. Come on, this way. Inside. Inside. I'll pause this a second. Okay, so I got all of these bags. I got probably 200 pads, maybe. But I need to fold all these pads up. And the thing with U-Haul, when you rent a truck, you need to return the truck how you got it. You gotta return it swept out in the back and all the pads folded. Oh, that's Bucky. And then if you don't do that, you get charged $25. If you don't return the truck checked in on time, it's another $40, or the trailer's $20 plus insurance if you get it, plus taxes. So it's best to return it in on time. I got a call coming in. I'm gonna check the front door, make sure nobody's there. I'm giving them a call back. There's nobody at the front door. I actually just put a note there saying that I'm over here, so I was just checking. But back to where I was at. Trailers $20, trucks $40. You got insurance, you got taxes, so you gotta worry about that stuff. It's best to return it checked in on time. If it's after hours, make sure you take time to check it in. It's gonna be $20. So back to the point of the video. I was saying a lot of people are stubborn. A lot of people, when they get things figured out in business, they don't want to collaborate with other new business owners that are starting out. They want you to figure it out. This is a task you have to figure out yourself. So it's really hard to collaborate with people when you have no capital, no experience, and if you want to be your own boss, you better be humble. You better be humble and willing to listen if somebody is willing to collaborate with you. Other than that, you just got to be able to take a risk and take a chance. That's the only way you're going to be able to break free from being in the metaphorically wage debt slavery, you know, because to me, that's kind of what it is. I mean, let's just be real. And the less experience you have, the less knowledge and wisdom that you have, the less connections you have, you're going to be crawling your way from the bottom up. And so with that said, with me growing a business, nobody wants to help me grow a business because I'm learning, for number one. I'm learning as I go along, and I'm very stubborn. I'm very independent, so it's definitely hard. You gotta be humble. You gotta be humble. And I'm learning that. Like, I'm definitely learning that. So to be active, so I could actually do something while I'm talking. Got all these pads I need to fold. The point of the video is I want to build up a network of movers. You know, I want to start in Colorado first. So if you're in Colorado, hit me up. If you're a mover, if you're a landscaper, or if you're a cleaner. These services, you know, people need these services. And when they're moving, they need to do a bunch of things. So they need to get their deposit back. So they're going to spend the money regardless. If they don't spend the money, they're not going to get their deposit back. So if you're in the business of moving labor, you can build a business model around doing junk removal and cleaning services. And then you can upsell the jobs by having your foot in the door. You know, hey, like, I'm helping you load this truck up. Do you need help getting your deposit back? Oh, I didn't even think about that. So if you have that business model and you plant that seed, if you're good at sales, you can definitely get you some extra work and you can build a good business. it's all up to the person, honestly. If you're pretty smart, like if you're book savvy and you got good people skills, you got good salesman skills, you really should have no excuse. Honestly, that's my personal opinion. What's up, Buggy? Get up. You gotta take some space here. Here. So, with that said, I want to build a crew. The thing I'm having problems with is, like I said earlier, I don't have the capital to hire employees. So I got to think outside the box here. If you live in Colorado and you want to earn some cash, what I'm going to start doing is splitting the jobs 50-50. So I'm not going to hire employees and pay them $15 an hour, $20 an hour. I'm actually going to split the job with the person. I'm going to bring my skills to the table and come help, or I'm going to have a crew leader help do the job professionally. And then, because basically the moving industry has changed. You don't need somebody with the truck or the supplies. Here, over here. Sit down. So you don't need somebody to take care of the whole job. You got companies like Penske or Budget or U-Haul and Walmart that you can go buy your supplies at Walmart or buy your supplies at Walmart. I mean, U-Haul, and get your truck, pack your stuff up, and then hire somebody to help you load or unload, or just do the labor yourself. People that do that so many times, they're like, no, I don't want to do that. So they end up hiring people. So there's a market there that you can actually, and you can dictate your pay. So if you're good at it, you can save 30, 40, 50 an hour per person. And they pay it because they need it done. And it's a lot cheaper than, because if you go hire a moving crew and they take care of everything, that's a $5,000, $10,000 move. So there's a market there for people to build a business with very little experience and skill or any kind of college degree, anything, you know. You could straight out of high school start building the business. I started with like lawns and landscaping services, and I kept on meeting people that was needing multiple services done at the same time, and I didn't want to just cut grass, so I started thinking ways I can build a business. That's what kind of gave me all this idea. So right now I had somebody return a truck and they needed help, or not return truck, they just rented the truck. And they said, I'll be back in a few hours. I need to go hunt for somebody to help me load this truck. I'm gonna probably end up hiring somebody. Like 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would have jumped right to it. I would have, closed up the office and put up an ad on Craigslist. And I would have found somebody randomly. If they seemed pretty good to me, then I would work with them. Done that so many times that it puts yourself in a position to say no to somebody, and they're like, why? And I really don't want to go down that road, so I quit putting myself in that position. It's not very good. Sometimes you put yourself in that position and you're desperate. Doesn't really make you look good either. So I don't want to do that anymore. And that's kind of why I haven't really been focusing on building up, because I work with somebody, I pay them very well, I split the job with them, and then they move on. And, I can never really see them again. Because they're doing their own thing, and they're building their own lives, and they don't want to sit there and help me on the side build my business. That's the truth of the matter. And So I don't know like how I could do it differently other than try to find somebody that's already doing a business, but find somebody that started off in the beginning of the stages to where they need some experience to work and collaborate with somebody so they can build up the confidence. I think that's kind of where, like I want to build something like Uber, to where I can build a brand to where people can come, and if they don't want to do, they could just do it on the side, that they could be like an independent contractor and just do it to make the money, or they can do it to build a business. But I don't want to hire employees and then take all the money and give them very little. I don't want to run a business like that. So I kind of want to do it differently. And I think that's where I've been hitting a brick road or like a brick wall. It's not been going out. It's not been working the way that I envision it. And you always get people that are hard-headed and want to argue and be confrontational. Doesn't seem to. Or you just got haters too. You got haters. Let's not forget those. So my goal is, like I said, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting to get in a job. I just need to modify some things and get structured a little bit more, get a little bit more disciplined, and start trying to network with people again, and just take my time and quit trying to advertise for jobs and take the jobs and then go try to find the people. Like, I need to find the people and then go get the jobs. I know that made perfect sense. Feels like that job earlier, I just no, like, even though that I really need the money right now, I really, really, really need the money, and he really needs the help. But I'm kind of obligated to this U-Haul location right now, answering the phone, doing the returns. There's been 2 or 3 turns since he left, so and I need to catch up with folding my pads. So it's like, even though that I need the money, I don't want to do that. Like, I've done that in the past. I don't want to continue doing that. And so this is kind of my story. This is what I've been experiencing. If you want to follow along and kind of watch the journey, go ahead and do that. I'm going to post this on YouTube and Twitter, TikTok. I've never really used Twitter. Never been a Twitter guy, X guy. I tried to do Twitter. I tried to do X. Really, it's not really for me. But one thing, like with me doing history about my family and my heritage, like a lot of history in the back, like back in the day for the Cherokee, was just oral. That's why they don't really know a whole lot. So and my family, like, they didn't really do journals, I definitely want to leave a journal, and I want to document in my life and my business journeys. I've been very shy about it the last few years, not been wanting to do it, good or bad. I'm going to do it. It's going to push myself to stay on the path that I want to, and not deviate from it, and not be scared of failure. Like, that's probably the main thing. So yeah, like, having a journal, I think, was going to be good. It's going to be really good. I'm going to make piles of 6 and then just push them in the bag. I keep on running out of space. If I can make a few piles and then just bag them up quickly. I got some of these already folded up. been procrastinating, like the worst thing in the world for me. Procrastination. And getting stuck on social media or YouTube or Facebook. Even though that I'm making this stuff, I do like absorbing the content, but just like in moderation. I don't want to spend my whole day on it, then have regret because I wasted my whole day not really living my life. Keep on looking around the corner because I'm not answering my phone if it rings right now. I'm gonna call everybody back. 3. Somebody might be at the door though. 4, 5. Even though I have a sign there, they don't really look at it and they kind of just wander around. People never look at the sign, they kind of just don't see it. Anyways, man, I don't know how I could, like today, I went and did that estimate for, I had $2 in my name today, and I needed gas to make it to this estimate. I spent that last $2 in there to go look at this estimate on the faith I was going to get it, and not run out of gas. Got the job, got a $100 deposit down on it. It's a $900 job. It's gonna be a good job. It's just a garden bed clean out. And so with the garden bed clean out, I have somebody today asked for help loading, and I didn't have any help, and I'm dedicated to the office, so it's like it just makes sense to start trying to network again for movers, landscapers, and cleaners. So I'm not like missing any jobs. I'm like helping every customer. I'm building a business. I'm building a brand. I've been getting comfortable and not following through with the things that I've been doing in the past. I think a lot of that to do with not finding the right people, with going through hiccups with like finances, or I broke my arm like last year, like 2 years ago, and then I got my nephew to come help me, and we kind of started, like he got in an accident, almost died, and thank God, thank the universe, he's still breathing. Like that was a scary situation. He ended up going through a bunch of rehab and got some type of little settlement. He helped me with this truck. I'm paying payments on this truck, so he loaned me some money. He helped me with the business. Things started going slow. I started trying to start a second location so I can help pay him back quicker and grow, because he was like really handling this location by himself. So I was like willing to go down to Denver and set up the second location and get the ball rolling. I was so happy. Invested like $5,000. That kind of went out or down the drain, Ended up getting in some type of trouble, I was going back and forth, driving back and forth every day to Denver. I got tired on it's like 60 miles there, 60 miles back. It's like an hour and a half, depending on where you're going out in Denver. I got tired of doing that, so one night I just started staying down there, trying to look for places just, I didn't want to drop $60 to $100 a night on a hotel room for like Motel 6 at that. And so I would put a bed in the back. I got a ticket for a day pass to go to Chatfield State Park there in Denver, and the pass says valid until the next day at noon. I have it in the office somewhere. Long story short, I was there walking my dog, and I worked a lot that day. I went in there and took a nap. I got up. I was getting ready to leave because, in my mind, the whole pass said it was valid until the next day at 12. But I mean, no, that night, excuse me, because I misunderstood it. I thought it said that night. So I was going to leave that night before 12. But I started reading it after all this. It says it's actually valid until tomorrow, or like the next day at 12. I can show you that. It's in writing. It's right at the bottom of it. Anyways, the point of what I'm saying is I was planning to leave because I misunderstood it. I thought it was valid until 12 that night. So I was going to leave right when I got bothered. It was at 10:30. The lady said, "Oh, you're 30 minutes past the curfew." Oh, like I'm leaving at 12. Like I didn't know that. But I'm getting ready to leave right now. I started to walk towards my truck. No, stop. Started yelling at me. Started walking back. Stay away from me. Started walking. Like I'm just gonna leave. Like I didn't do anything wrong. I have a pass. Got in the truck and left, and then she put the lights on. I went 20 feet. I saw the lights on. I was like, oh crap, I gotta pull over. And I pulled over. She didn't even really identify herself. Had the lights directly on me, like when I opened the door and got out. Couldn't even see. I was blinded. She pretty much said I was looting and looting and obstructing. So I went to jail. Dog went to jail. Lost my truck. $600 the next day to get this out. All the money out of my pocket to get him out. Long story short, they didn't even press charges. This is what's so messed up about it, because I know I could have fought it. I probably could have won. If I had the right lawyer, and if I had enough money, I could have absolutely won. Because, you know, when you first go to court and you're standing there and they ask you, are you guilty or unguilty, or guilty or not guilty, or no contest? They didn't ask me that. They asked I stood in there and watched everybody stood up to the judge, and everybody, the first time they was in there, and they said that. They declared that. They didn't ask that from me. They just said, we're just gonna see you next month. If you do 8 hours, we'll not press charges. And because they want me to do something to pretty much to say I'm guilty, which I never said I was guilty, never said I was not guilty, never said no contest. And they said, we're gonna just throw this out and not even press anything at all if you do 8 hours of community service. At that point, I just wanted out, because I wanted to get my dog out, I wanted to get myself out. I had to go to work that next day, I had to call off. So it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do the 8 hours. And I did do the 8 hours. But after thinking about this, I'm just like so sick to my stomach. So much stuff, like I'm trying to build 2 businesses. Like I'm like sacrificing so much in my life to get this go. And it's like, long story short, I did the 8 hours. That location got closed down. I wasn't getting any traffic out of there. Rent was due. I had to take my rent money and get my truck out and get my dog out and spend all that money, and couldn't pay rent for the second location. Had to pay rent for here. Only had enough money for rent for here. Yeah. And then, long story short, a month or 2 later, I lost my partner because things wasn't working out. The money wasn't coming like it was supposed to, and like we envisioned it, like we planned planned a whole year to do this, and it just kind of got taken away in one night. It sucked horribly. And it's like I didn't do anything wrong. It's all for an ego trip. Because she said, stop, come here, when she's telling me to get away. You know, like I'm walking towards her, no, get away. Like you're just yelling at me, like disrespecting me. I'm like, I'm a paying customer. You're not gonna talk to me that way. Like I didn't do anything wrong. Like I'm gonna leave. Like you want me to. No, she wanted to sit there and bark orders at me and belittle me. Well, she did that exactly. She made me lay on the ground for 20 minutes until the cops got there. She had 3 people there with her. They're all in training. They couldn't even assist or help. I was like, can you just put me in handcuffs so I can get up off the ground? No, you have to lay there. Had the gun out on me, like she's sitting there shaking, like I did something wrong. I was like, what is wrong with these people, man? I was so like, I was so like. Then they want to try to spin it like I'm the one that have problems. Like, what is going on here? Like, they don't like people that are strong, that are independent. They don't like people that question things. They don't like people that question authority. They don't like you to question authority. You question authority, it's over for you. Like, it's a constantly trying to submit people. Constantly trying to submit you. And it's like, it's a power trip. People are on power trips. Oh, my phone's dying. Like, I need to get going. So, yeah. I'm not happy with that whole situation. And I'm happy that it turned out better than it could have, honestly, just to say that. I had to fix my screen because it was dying. I got 5%, so I need to roll this. And it's going into 30 minutes. I'm just like ranting on. But I kind of wanted to give some backstory, you know. This is why I'm kind of in the like financial situation like this. Like I'm constantly trying to put into my business and I'm sacrificing so much, and it's like sometimes it doesn't pay off, sometimes it does. Like I know it's going to get better. It's just going to take time and sacrifice. And I know other people could do the same if you wanted to. You could easily just walking in circles. Sorry. You could easily start something, you know? You start something today. You know, we have stuff that's more easily accessible and it's free to try out. You know, a lot of people are bashing on AI, which I think it's going to take a lot of jobs. I think people has got to learn to, you know, live without. There's got a lot of people that's got to learn to do different things. And we should probably not use it as much, actually. Very little if you can. But if we don't start trying to adapt, we're going to get left behind. So, and trying to like reconnect with each other, like we've been disconnected in some way. I do believe that we don't really socialize like we used to. And I didn't even really socialize that much. Like, I'm talking about other people. And like, I just started socializing as I got older. So I started getting over my stutter. And that was me pushing myself though. I got tired of living like a hermit. Now I'm starting to live like a hermit again. Because I only have so much time today. I need to focus on my business and make money. And then I go, at the end of the day, I'm just chilling with my dog and taking care of my personal stuff, or just chilling, not really socializing. All right. You guys have a good day. Start taking more chances, more risk. I utilize Facebook, do a Facebook page or use Craigslist. Start trying to do some type of service. And if you want to be a mover, if you're in Fort Collins area, if you're a mover, if you want to make some money, we can make some good money together. So I want to start splitting the money 50-50. So if you have skill where you know how to load a truck, like loading is very crucial. Like doing the labor, like carrying the furniture from point A to point B don't need that much skill, but loading it up is the skill set that I really need. So if you have that skill set, or if you're a mover with somebody else and you want to work on the side, definitely want to work with you. We can make some good money together and then see where this could go. Like you could be a partner in the business or start your own business, and just collaborate together. All right, thank you so much. You have a good afternoon.